Is
Instead of
that
having
now live?
now it's live now.
Okay. All right, we're on.
And then you're gonna hit this. And then you got microphone 3 is this one.
Okay.
And now let me check, make sure everything's on.
I have no idea if this is audible. Welcome, welcome. We're a little behind the schedule tonight, but here for Sunday night meditation. It's good to see you all. I'll put some music on so we can get the vibe going until we start. Let a few people come into the room.
Go back to, you're gonna have to do Spotify on another device because your live's paused right now.
Okay.
So you can put it up on the computer if you want.
All right. Will that come through the thing?
Yeah.
Okay, one sec. Thanks. Where are the icons?
On the side there. Wait for it.
I don't have Spotify on here.
Really? Alright, we'll have to use another phone here.
Oh, it's alright. I'm going to use this one. I'll go live next time. We'll figure this out. Alright, so
Bluetooth.
just put this on for now.
Yeah.
Which one is the one for the...
You gotta go to, where's your Bluetooth?
It's on. I've done it already. It's connected.
It's coming from this phone. I can hear it from here. Yeah.
Uh,
There you go. Blue, up.
Hey guys, Amber, Tina, good to see you all. I am not a graduate. I'm a friend of the house. I'm a long time sober. I do guided meditations here on Sunday nights. It's good to see you all here. Happy Sunday. I don't know what time it is with all of you, but just gone 8 here on the west coast. Glad you're here, Tina. Welcome to the YouTube community. I can't see any of your comments, but welcome. 11:21. That sounds like a power number. And no one is dead. There's no sound. There's no music. There's no mic. Okay, I can't hear anything at all.
Oh, because you're on those headphones, remember? Yeah, these are these headphones for this.
Okay, sorry about that. Thank you, everyone. What up, Jay? How you doing? So it's 11:21 on the East Coast. It's 8:22 here. Music's a little loud. Hold on one second.
unless you own the copyrights for it.
I don't own the copyrights for this music. I feel like I might have what I have here. Nothing. Apparently I'm not allowed to play anyone else's music, so this might get weird, but we're going to do our best and we're going to figure it out. I guess the point of meditation is to find a way to disengage from what's happening around us and have equanimity to all of it. Anyway, it's good to see you all here. Happy Sunday. I hope you all had a good weekend. I hope you are relaxing and ready to get set up for next week. Hang on, let me see if I can. Thanks for the reminder, I didn't see it.
Oh, you got it? Nice.
What's happening next week? Your life is happening next week. Sunny and everyone else on here. Sunday night's a good time to wind down from the weekend, wind down from the week. Set intentions for the following week, for the following day, for the night ahead, the night's rest that you want to have. Kleber, you're not wrong. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm figuring it out. Sunday is your Saturday, meaning I guess you work Friday, Saturday, and then you have Sunday, Monday off. Anyway, it's good to see you all. Okay, so we're going to get started since we're a little bit behind the clock here. If everyone can, who wishes to, lay down and find a space where you feel safe, like you are unlikely to be interrupted, and lay back. If you're able to, lie down flat. Place a hand on the chest and a hand on the belly. Allow your eyes to close and just start taking some deep breaths down into the belly. Hold and then release. You want to breathe in for a count of about 7. You want to hold for a count of about 8, and while you're holding you want to imagine the air down in your stomach balling up like a fist and pushing against your solar plexus. And then when you've held for a count of 8, you want to push that energy out as if you're blowing up a balloon through tightly pursed lips, and you want to breathe out for a count of about 24, breathing out every drop of air in your system. When you breathe out enough, you will feel your hand on your stomach drop. And then when you breathe back in after that, you'll feel yourself wash with positive light energy. Listen, I'm not here to make you fall asleep, but if you fall asleep, it's okay. Moni, I may be making it sound complicated. Just breathe in as deep as you can into your belly. Hold for a few seconds. And then release until you cannot breathe out any longer. And then repeat that process and you will replace all the negative energy in your system with positive energy. So, as you displace the negative energy in your system, keep doing that, keep breathing down into the belly, holding and releasing. And as you do that, I'm going to talk for a moment about the point of meditation. People think that the reason we meditate is to stop thinking. And they believe that if they think during a meditation, that they are bad at meditating. Or they'll say that meditation doesn't work for them. The truth is, when I started meditating, it was like drywall screws in a blender every time I closed my eyes. It was loud, it was uncomfortable, and all I wanted to do was open my eyes and walk away. What meditation does is show you your mind. And in those early days, I was very simply being shown that my mind was not quiet. The mind makes thoughts. That's its job. It's going to do that for as long as you make breaths. As long as your heart is beating, your mind will make thoughts. The job of meditation is not to stop or find a way to stop the mind doing what it does. The immutable fact is that our mind exists to think, and we actually don't want it to stop. We need it to do that. What we want in meditation is to simply disengage from the fact that our minds make thoughts. It's like leaving a movie theatre where the movie sucks or is hurting you in some way. Watching it is causing you pain. So you get up and you leave the theatre. Your mind is playing a movie 24 hours a day. The movie always ends badly and everyone dies. We don't want that. We don't want to live in that story because it's just a movie. It's not real. It's what's going on inside your head. It's not what's going on outside your head in the real world. And your head will only ever lie to you. Any thought or idea or fear, particularly that you have between your left ear and your right ear, is a lie. It's the opposite of the truth. So how do you get out of that? The two states of being in this world are in the head and in the lungs. So how you come out of the movie theatre, how you leave behind these terrifying thoughts, how you disengage from the fact that your mind makes thoughts, is simply take a breath. Just breathe. And you'll come down the stairs from your mind into your lungs and heart. And all of a sudden you'll hear the truth. You'll stop hearing the lie and you'll hear the truth. And what's the truth? It's the opposite of everything your head tells you. Your head will always tell you that you're not safe and you're not enough. And then you breathe. And you remember immediately that you're safe, that you're enough, that you want nothing and you need no one, that where you are is perfect, that who you are is perfect. Nothing outside of you can complete you because you're already complete. So now that you are, Marty, I don't know how long we're going to meditate for. We're going to meditate until we're not meditating anymore. I don't plan these things. I don't write down what I'm going to say. I just come hang out and I say whatever comes to mind. I try to breathe as much as I can, and then I stay out of the way. And whatever comes to me is what I guess someone on here needs to hear. So hang out for as long as it feels helpful. And if you fall asleep, great. There's no yardstick for meditation. There's no good or bad. If you stop what you're doing in the middle of your day, you close your eyes and you take a breath, and you remember that you are safe and you're enough, you've meditated. But more importantly, you've recalibrated your entire nervous system to the truth. We spend so much of our lives in the lie, believing that we're doing it wrong, we're behind, we're failing, we're late. And then you take a breath and you find out none of that's true. And my goal in all of this, in everything that I do as a coach, as a writer, as a father, as a friend, as a meditation guide, is to try and remind people of the truth. To allow as many of us as possible to live in the good narrative, the one that says you have value, that you're worthy of love, kindness, friendship, peace, abundance, success, all the things that you think must have just been for everyone else. So, there's no amount of time, there's only how much of this life do you want to spend in the truth. How much of it do you want to run around trying to fulfill a to-do list of pressing things while you forget what's important? And how much of it do you want to spend connected to the lungs in the truth? And I don't mean, therefore, that you should meditate all the time, but the goal of meditation is actually simply to come to a point where you remember to live guided by your breath more often than you do by your mind. So, now that we've discussed all the reasons to meditate, hopefully you've been taking some centering breaths. We're going to now start the official meditation, which I guess will take us to a little bit after 9 o'clock. So if you haven't closed your eyes, allow them to close gently. We're going to relax the body first. I'd like you to imagine that the top two halves of your skull open up and release all the heat and negative energy in your system. Relax the forehead. Relax the eyebrows, the muscles around your eyes. Let your eyelids fall heavy. Unclench the jaw. Let the tongue fall from the roof of the mouth. Turn your head gently left and right to release any tension in the neck. Let your shoulders go loose, your chest expand, your tummy go fat as you breathe down into it to excavate all the negative energy at the bottom of your stomach, where we carry all of our emotion. Let your hips spread. Allow yourself to sink deep into wherever it is that you lie. Relax the muscles in the tops of your legs, the knees, coming down through the calves, into your ankles, down into your toes. Wiggle your toes. Down the shoulder, through the tricep and bicep, through the elbow, down the forearm and into your hands. Wiggle your fingers. And as you breathe now, notice that this cool, light, healing energy runs through your entire system. As you breathe, allow every muscle in your body to breathe out with you. As you breathe out, let go of the day, Let go of the week. Let go of the year. This thing we do isn't easy. But what I think makes it so difficult is the idea that everyone else is finding it easy. I think the reason we find communities like this one, the reason we search out and seek out communities like this one, is very simply because we're desperately trying to find out whether or not we're doing it wrong. If everyone else has got this all figured out, and we're the one person who got left behind without the guide or the map or the timer. But I'm here to remind you that you are not late. You are not behind. You're not falling short. You're not doing it wrong. There is nothing you should be. There's nothing you should have been doing. You aren't getting it wrong. This is just really hard. Your feelings are not failings. You're allowed to have them. You're allowed to be human. We're all giving ourselves such a hard time for the fact that we are human. And we don't need to. Everyone is. And in my experience with all the most successful people I've worked with, and everyone else in between, no one knows what they're doing. Everyone is just trying their best. And even if it looks like they're not doing that well at it, even if you feel like you're not doing that well at it, this is the best you can do right now. And if you allow that to be true, your best will start to get better. But while we're doing our best and we're telling ourselves that we should be doing better, we get tired, we get depressed, we get sad, and we feel like we're failing ourselves all the time. You're not failing anyone, least of all yourself. You're here. You've shown up on a Sunday night, whether you intended to or not. You're still here, and you are now engaged in a practice of self-care. Engaging in this meditation and recalibrating to the truth. Believing in the truth and letting go of the lie is an act of self-care. It's an act of service to your nervous system that needs care. It needs calming. The way we've set our lives up is completely antithetical to the spiritual condition. Because we are not human beings in search of a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings enduring the human experience. And the human experience, as we've set it up by design, is to believe that we are not safe in the world, and that as we are not enough. So we buy, and we accumulate, and we strive to achieve the 10,000 square foot house and the perfect wife, husband, kids, life, zip code, children's school, watch collection, shoe collection, handbag collection, whatever it is. We strive for those things because we believe that one day those things will make us land in a place where we feel like we are safe and we're enough. The capitalist economy wouldn't do very well if we all found out that we are safe and we are enough now, without any of that stuff. You're already perfect, whole and complete, naked as the day you were born. Nothing outside of you can complete you because you are already complete. And in that state, it's not about accepting or leaning into mediocrity. It's that if you truly understand and know, without question, your absolute value, your absolute surety of your safety and your value as being enough, then you can go after all those things. You can go after the perfect life and the house and the cars and all the stuff. There's nothing wrong with any of that. The difference is that you will enjoy it and you will keep it because you weren't looking for it to save you. You weren't looking for it to complete you. Stuff is fun. Big houses are fun. Financial freedom is fun. People who say it's not the answer to anything aren't right about that. Financial freedom is the answer to financial insecurity. And that's fun. We only get twisted when we believe that that stuff is the answer to our spiritual problem. And our spiritual problem lives only in the lie propagated by our minds. That I'm not safe and I'm not enough. It's time to start living in the truth. It's time to let all that stuff behind you go. It's time to let go of the lie. It's time to start being kind to yourself. Be as kind to yourself as you would be the people you love. Allow yourself only to speak to yourself as you would the people you love. Start championing yourself as doing it right. Start enjoying yourself. Start enjoying the fact that you get to be you. Start having some fun with that. It's perfect. And it's time. It's been the other way around for too long. I'm going to try something. I'm not sure if this is going to work. I appreciate the attempts to co-host, but just for now we're going to leave it. Hopefully this will be alright. I just feel like everyone probably dying for a little change of pace. So we're going to do the recalibration walk now for anyone who wishes to join. I'd like you to imagine that you are walking out on a beach or a path through a forest, somewhere where you feel completely safe, somewhere completely free and completely alone. Find the sun, allow it to warm your face. Feel the breeze in your hair. And as you walk on this path, I want you to see that up ahead on this path, there's a version of you staring back from your lowest moment, from a time in your life when you had given up on yourself and maybe everyone else had too, when you wouldn't have placed a bet on yourself making it out. And I want you to notice that that version of you is terrified and they need some help. So as you walk toward them, I want you to bathe them in love, light, compassion, and gratitude. Because only you know the truth of what they went through to survive. And as much as everyone around them believed they were getting it wrong or they were doing it wrong, everything that they did got you here. The fact that they didn't quit, the fact that they didn't give up, the fact that they didn't check out is why you're here. So as you arrive at their feet, I want you to take them by the hand or put your arm around them, whatever feels right. I want you to smile at them and say to them out loud in your own head, thank you for everything you survived. It's why we get to be here, and I promise it's worth it. I need you to keep going. And I want you to notice now that they smile back at you and they have some hope in their eyes. And when you're ready, I want you to release them. Step away and get back on the path. Find the sun. Find the breeze in your hair. And as you carry on walking down that path, you now notice that there is a version of yourself up ahead. As you see yourself now, as you see yourself today, and I want you to bathe them in love, light, compassion, and gratitude. Because only you know what they survive, what they go through, what they worry about, what they fear, what they hope for that they don't believe they will get. And in the face of that, you know every moment they refuse to quit. And as you arrive at their feet, I want you to take them by the hand and say to them out loud in your own head, let's keep going. Let's start enjoying this. Let's start being kind to ourselves. We get to enjoy this now. Let's make that deal with each other right now that we're going to place a bet on ourselves and live it through. And when you're ready, I'd like you to release them. Step away, get back on the path. Find the sun. Find the breeze. Breathe it in for a moment. And as you walk, I want you to now notice that up ahead, you can see a version of yourself on the other side of this journey. Happy, relaxed, abundant, beaming light and love. And as you walk toward them, I want you to notice that they are bathing you in love, light, compassion, and gratitude. And as you arrive at their feet, they take you by the hand and they say to you, please keep going. I'm not allowed to tell you how good this gets. But the only reason I get to stand here and tell you this is because you didn't quit. Because you kept going. Please, keep going. So, as we come to the last few minutes of this meditation, just take a moment to check in with yourself, with your body, with your mind. Notice the absence of anxiety, fear of inadequacy. And I just want to acknowledge that the reason we feel like this now isn't the result of lying on your back with your eyes closed, listening to me and all this music. It's simply the result of connecting with the breath. The choice to come away from the mind for a moment and allow yourself to hear the truth. You can feel like this all the time. You don't need to wait for Sunday nights or even moments when you can lie down and close your eyes. You can simply choose to connect with the breath wherever you are, whatever you're doing. And it will recalibrate your day, and it will eventually recalibrate your entire experience of the world and your life and your place in context, how you feel about yourself, how you feel about your journey, and your ability to function in it, no longer crucified by the idea that you are the victim of your story or that you are somehow doing it wrong. It's time. It's time to live in the truth. It's time to start having some fun. It's time to start enjoying yourself. Enjoying the fact that you get to be you. You are safe. You are enough. Right in this moment, you are perfect, whole, and complete, wanting nothing, needing no one. You're not late. You're not behind. You're exactly where you need to be to get exactly where you're headed. Everything is unfolding in perfect time and perfect order. There is no should. Whatever is supposed to be, is. If it should have been, it was. If it's meant to be, it will. Finally, I just want to ask you all who've meditated with me for the last 40 minutes to make a deal with yourself that you've worked hard in the last 40 minutes to come back to the truth, to disengage from the mind, to recalibrate your nervous system, to relieve yourself of anxiety, step away from the drama. So the deal I want you to make with yourself is that just for tonight, you're going to protect that space. And if you find your mind wanting to take you down scary hallways, play you scary movies, you can even say out loud, I'm not doing that right now. But the way to stop it dead is just to breathe. Take some breaths down into the belly and release. Hold on to this place for as far into the next week as you can. And whenever you remember this moment, don't shame yourself for falling away. Just come back. Just breathe. Stop what you're doing for 1 second and breathe. Your life will get easier. It will get more enjoyable. It will get more fun. You'll have found success in its purest form. I'm glad to hear that, Chelsea, and I'm glad to hear from everyone else who's been commenting through the live that they've enjoyed it. I should be here next Sunday if work doesn't take me away. I look forward to seeing you all then. I'm really grateful that you showed up, hung out. I'm grateful for the likes. And I'm grateful this has helped. It's helped me too. I think, as someone has been asking, that Ryan is coming back now to chat with you all. And I'm sure the other guys will take over from him later. It's good to see you all. it because I think Ryan's a couple minutes away. I've talked about this a lot. My eyelashes are the result of vitiligo. You can't really tell that I have it, but I lost the pigment in my skin, and anywhere that I lose it, my hair turns white. So some of you will have noticed. Who've seen me on here before, my beard goes completely white for the same reason. But it makes everyone assume that I dye my hair, but I don't dye my hair or my beard or my eyelashes.
There it goes, Sam, you see it?
No. Oh, there it is. By the way, if anyone wants to follow me, I've just pinned my handle at the top of the comment thread. It's going to be one of those things where God knows where he is now. He came in the house a minute ago. I'm sure he's around somewhere. So what's everyone doing tonight? Where are you all? It's 9:05, which means it's midnight for some of you. Unless you're even further east than that. My family in London, it's 5:05 in the morning. So I'm guessing they're all asleep. South Alabama. So it's midnight for you, or maybe 11, I don't know what time zone that is. Melted on your couch, perfect. You're on the East Coast. Melted is exactly where you want to be after a meditation. I shall see Alabama's only 2 hours ahead. Got it. Ontario, Canada, wow. It's so cool to me that we can hang out from all over the world like this. And what's everyone been doing for the weekend? I spent the day writing. I want to tell you I hiked this morning, but I didn't. I meant to. But I got stuck having a longer morning than I was intending. But it was fun anyway. I want to tell you I'm going to hike tomorrow, but I might not. I might. But we'll see. Been an anxious wreck between Christmas and my son's birthday. Yeah, this is a difficult time of year, Chelsea. You know, they call the time between Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's Eve the Bermuda Triangle for people who are sober, because so many people go into it and don't come out the other side. It's a very unsettling time. You know, we're creatures of routine and creatures of habit, and you know, the holidays really throw that off, and they throw it off with family of origin, which is, you know, pushes a lot of our buttons, to say the least, or those people are the buttons, more accurately. So it's difficult. Sunny, I didn't go for a hike. I intended to. I was going to hike Runyon Canyon, which takes about an hour. But didn't make it out of bed. Intended to. Had all the plans in the world. But I enjoyed a Sunday morning instead, which is okay. And then I got some good creative work done, which I'm excited about. And then I got to come and hang out with all of you. I am an Aries, since you asked. I think it's probably the least popular of all the signs. Chelsea, I do this along with a business in something I call mindset coaching, which is really just a way of avoiding the term life coach. But yeah, I help people come back to the truth. I help people figure out why they're not enjoying it. And I also write movies and TV. My first one just came out, and I'm working on the second at the moment, and I'm very excited about it. I'm March, Aries. Chelsea, what do you feel like you need in your life? Because if it's being recalibrated to the truth, we just did it. And you can come back every Sunday and I'll remind you again. And in between those moments, just remember me saying, you're safe, you're enough. Everything is unfolding in perfect time, perfect order. There's nothing you need to be doing that you aren't doing. If you needed to be doing it, you would be doing it. And if there's something that you're convinced you need, I promise you'd have it. The name of the movie is Cellar Door, like the door to the cellar. Cellar door. I have to say it in an American accent or no one understands what I'm saying. What do I mean by the truth? Your head lies to you and it tells you that you're not safe and you're not enough. And when you breathe, you remember the truth. The truth is that you're safe and you're enough. Just as you are, perfect, whole and complete. Tina, you're 5 days after me. No, you're not. You're 5 days before me. My American accent sucks. It's awful. It's probably as bad as so many people meet me and they say, look, I'm doing your accent. And I want to be like, no, you aren't. You absolutely aren't. But it's okay. Yeah, Chelsea, I'm sorry you didn't catch it, but that was the gist. I absolutely hope I do not have a California American accent. I'm holding on to my English accent for dear life with all of my strength. Frisco, I'm so sorry to hear that. But I hear you and I see you. I'm not going to offer you any platitudes. I'm just glad you're here. Oh shit, you're reading the logline of my film. Still, I'm going to stand on business and say that that's how I'll always react to heavy news. Thank you, Sonny. I appreciate it. Yeah. No, I get that now. It's not really the description. The film's about a couple who get given their dream home for free by a stranger on the one condition that they never open the cellar door. And it destroys them. That's what it's about. Then, Miss Prima, if you can't sleep, I'm glad you're here. My favourite dessert from England is sticky toffee pudding. It's the greatest. Maggie795, I appreciate you. We're at 4,100 likes. So your hyper ambitious goal of 50,000 is lofty, but let's go for it. Fuck it. Yeah, that's it, Frisco. That's the movie. And I'm currently working on a supernatural horror, which I'm very excited about. But I can't tell you what it's about. Anyway, I'm glad you're all here. I appreciate the likes. The movie is called Salador, which I'm guessing you know because you just posted the log line. No, I'm not in it. I wrote it. I'm the writer, not the actor. Queen Bee, are you in Ireland or Liverpool, or are you here in the States? No, you won't. It's great fun. You'll love it. It's amazing. It's going to be amazing. You're going to enjoy it. It'll be the one horror film you enjoy. From 2007 to 2024. What's that date related to? I'm not sure. Um, oh, right. Sorry, you're in Canada. Forgive me. YR Sam Scott. Yes, I'm Sam Scott. Sorry, I thought you were asking why is Sam Scott. I'm not sure how to answer that question. But yes, I am Sam Scott. I mean, that's movies. Oh, it's the 2024 one. No, I get it. I thought YR Sam Scott was quite funny. Alright, guys. I appreciate all of you, and I really do enjoy hanging out with you. I'm grateful that you're here. I'm glad that you're melted on your couches or your beds, wherever you are. And I'll hopefully see you 167 hours from now. Thank you, thank you. It's good to see you all. Sorry, guys. Ryan's going to be on at 10. I have to go, but I will see you all next week. Appreciate you. Thanks.